Hey, this is Carl, and welcome to another episode of Statues I Wish I Can Afford. So stay tuned. So for the guys who are new here, this is where I will be sharing pieces that I am currently interested in. Also pieces that I have passed on the pre-order this month. And pieces that I did pre-order or paid for the follow-up payments. I will also be sharing some thoughts on the statues, on why I like them or pass on them, and you will also be able to see which pieces that I will be receiving soon. So without further ado, let's start. First on the list of interesting statues this month is this Batman on a Batcave. Pre-order has actually opened for this like 1 or 2 years ago, but I just want to mention it back here as this one is a pretty good Batman statue, plus it's almost ready to ship, or it's actually might be shipping already. It will come in 9 portrait switch outs, a torso switch out and a torso stand, 3 capes, and 4 swappable bat logos on his chest. Crazy, right? Exactly why I wanted to share it back here since there's slots still available for this. Next is a diorama, and it's Batman again, but this time he is with Spawn. So anything that Caleb sculpt is definitely worth mentioning in all episodes. Though this is a diorama, you can actually pre-order Batman or Spawn individually. So this is a very dynamic pose for Batman and Spawn. Really aggressive looking for sure. Spawn is a little bit convincing to get in my opinion. I might actually get it, but I'm just going to wait later when the prototype is revealed. Oh boy, next one is probably one of the best Black Cat around. Those portraits are definitely very beautiful, excellent anatomy, and comes with 2 sets of arms. This is actually printed 2 already, so that will definitely speed up its production. Next is this Carnage with an early bird price. But besides that, the sculpt is actually pretty good too. Very aggressive looking with all the tendrils coming out of his back. And of course, the blade switch out on his arms. Next is another Caleb sculpt, and we have this Dr. Octopus. Edition size on this is actually very limited and maybe not so low. Though Odo is a bit fatty here, more than I actually like, but I'm pretty sure a lot of collectors would love the accuracy of that and will appreciate it. Plus, it's sculpted by Caleb. Next is actually I already have pre-ordered and we have this Hulkbuster. So the prototype has just been revealed, so you bet I'm going to share it. It's definitely a good competitor to that of XM, but for the price, I guess this is a pretty good deal. Next is this Nightwing. I'm only sharing this because the sculpt is pretty good and it's already shipping. Pretty sure some Batman collectors would love to have him in their collection because it comes with some crazy switch outs and even get to choose between 2 colors. Very simple pose and definitely a great sculpt. Next is another Spawn diorama, but this time it's Spawn fighting Cygor. Don't really know much about the story of Spawn, the lore of Spawn, but it's really good. It actually is the third one produced by the studio. Really can't wait to see the prototype on this. Definitely a must-have for Spawn lovers. Next is actually an old statue. Pre-order has opened way back, and it is this Thor versus Ultron Sentry. They actually updated a lot of stuff on the statue that made me very interested on it. First is they changed the long hair portraits, which I really love now. So they added 2 more, which looks way better than the old one, in my opinion anyway. They also added a new weapon, which is Yarborn. And finally added a head on the Ultron Sentry at the base. Actually, all I needed was the new long hair and I'm sold. Next is we have a Venom. Lots of Venom this year actually, and probably more than half of them are sculpted by Caleb. Anyway, this one is not by Caleb, but it's still by a pretty good sculptor. The sculpt on this definitely looks amazing, doesn't take much space, and won't even have a visible seam because there is no switch out on this Venom except for his tongue. So there will be several lengths of tongue available as switch out. But this Venom though will come in 2 colors to choose from, which is the pure black and the one which is a little bit bluish. Probably the sickest reveal this year, and we have this Venomized Magneto. May not be accurate in the comics, but you gotta admit, that looks so sick. Even comes with a defeated Spider-Man. Definitely really good statue. Engineering will surely be a challenge, but I'm pretty sure they'll figure that out. Last on the interest list is we have this Odin. I'm a bit interested in this one as I have cancelled my Odin pre-order, the one with the golden armor. So I'm on lookout for a new Odin statue, and this might actually be it. I'm kinda liking the Viking vibe, but I'm still very interested in the old Odin that I have with the armor. So if ever that ever ships, I will definitely buy it. Next will be statues that I pass on or no longer interested in. First is this museum type She-Hulk. Though I love the sculpt and it's a museum type statue, I guess I'm not really into the character that much, and I kinda like the other She-Hulk more, especially the one where she was coming out of the wall. I don't know, but I love that for some reason. Anyway, who knows, maybe my mind will change once I see the prototype. And I think all their production units will be painted by a professional. Next and last is the Storm. It comes in 2 versions, the white and the black costume. Though the sculpt is amazing on this, especially the portraits. I love all their portraits. The tornado or wind base isn't just for me. It's like all the Storm has this similar type of base. Maybe if it was fighting a sentinel or a danger room base, then they added the tornado, it would have been better in my opinion. Next will be statues I pre-ordered or paid for the follow-up payments. First on the list is I pre-ordered this Black Panther. I think many of you already know that. I fell in love with this one back when I saw the teasers. Glad the base and the pose worked for me. Really looking forward for the prototype on this, and I can't wait. If only we could speed time a bit. Next is I paid the final payment and shipping for this Black Silver Surfer. This surfer actually took more than 2 years to finally ship, and I'm really excited to see it as this is going to be my first statue from this studio. And I've heard good things about this studio. Next is I bought a second-hand statue from Alan Nang again. It's this Sideshow Doctor Doom premium format. Alan got me a pretty good deal. Again, I actually like this statue though it's quite simple and it uses a cloth for the cape. It's mixed media. I'm planning to mod this actually and convert it to a God Doom version or a white Doctor Doom version. Hopefully that will work out. Next is I paid the second payment for this Freya. She's a character from the Final Fantasy IX game. Zidane is already shipping, so I'm probably gonna get that soon. And hopefully they make a new Vivi, because the OG one is extremely expensive right now. Next is I bought another second-hand statue, and it's this custom Iceman. I really love this Iceman the first time I saw it because it's very simple. Joel hooked me up with this one and it's going to be custom painted as well, and I can't wait for him to start on it and finally get him on hand. Next, I paid for the final payment and shipping for this killer Croc. This is gonna kickstart my Arkham villain line. If you didn't know, Arkham is the game, the Batman game. Really looking for the rest of the line like Clayface and Grundy. Next, I paid for the final payment but not yet for shipping for this Magneto on Throne. This is actually one of my highly anticipated Magneto statues. My current big Magneto on Throne is being repainted, and of course I can't wait for that to get finished as well. I'm gonna do the whole villain Throne line. Next is another highly anticipated Magneto, and we have this Shogun or Samurai version of Magneto. I have paid for the final payment on this one as well as the shipping and should be here soon. So expect to see a few Magneto unboxing videos soon. Next is I paid for the second payment on this Omega Red. Pretty soon it will be casted and we'll be seeing the prototype, and I'll definitely be selling my XM Omega Red soon as this Omega Red will be almost ready to ship. Next is I pre-ordered another Sephiroth statue, but this statue has pretty long wings, but it's going upwards, which is kinda okay I guess since I can accommodate the space required. Not sure when this will ship, but the price isn't that bad and I think it's already sold out by now. And finally, I pre-ordered this Vincent statue, and it's from the Final Fantasy VII game. It is a very late pre-order, and actually it might actually be shipping in November. So I'm quite excited for that. So the final payment will most likely be soon. Actually, I just bought the Final Fantasy VII Intergrade game in my computer, and I hope I could find the time to actually play it because I was able to finish the older one before. So that's the end of the episode. What do you guys think of the pieces mentioned in the video? Let me know if you think I've missed some pretty good pieces this month. Thanks for watching and see you again next month. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this.